Crop protection and management. Crops are plants of the same kind that are cultivated at one place on a large scale. Crops are divided into kharif crops and rabi crops. The crops that are sown in the rainy season are called kharif crops. The rainy season in India is from June to September. Paddy, maize, soybean, groundnut and cotton are examples of kharif crops. The crops that are grown in the winter season, that is October to March, are called rabi crops. Wheat, gram, pea, mustard and linseed are examples of rabi crops. Agricultural practices. There are 7 steps or 7 practices to be followed. Preparation of soil, sowing, adding manure or fertilizers, irrigation, protection from weeds, harvesting and storage. Preparation of soil. It is the first step before growing the crop. The important task in agriculture is to turn the soil and loosen it. This allows the roots to penetrate deep into the soil. The loosened soil helps in the growth of earthworms and microbes, which are the friends of the farmers, as they further turn and loosen the soil and add humus to it. The process of loosening the soil is called ploughing or tilling. It is done by a plough, hoe or a cultivator. Sowing. It is an important part of the crop production. Before sowing, good quality, clean and healthy seeds of a good variety are selected. Farmers prefer to use seeds which give high yield. Selection of seeds. Take a beaker and fill half of it with water. Put a handful of wheat seeds and stir well. Wait for some time. Damaged seeds would become hollow and are thus lighter. Therefore, they float on water. Tools used in sowing. Difference between traditional method of sowing and seed drill. Traditional methods of sowing may not sow the seeds uniformly at a proper distance and depth. Seed drill. This tool sows the seeds uniformly at a proper distance and depth. Adding manure fertilizers. Substances which are added to the soil in the form of nutrients for the healthy growth of plants are manure and fertilizers. Crop rotation. Growing different crops alternatively, which helps in replenishment of soil with nitrogen, is called crop rotation. Advantages of manure. Manure enhances the water holding capacity of the soil. It makes the soil porous, due to which exchange of gases become easy. It increases the number of friendly microbes. It improves the texture of soil. Irrigation. Supply of water to crops at regular intervals is irrigation. The sources of irrigation are wells, tube wells, ponds, lakes, rivers, dams and canals. The traditional methods of irrigation are moat, chain pump, dekli and rahat. This is a moat. This is a chain pump. This is dekli and this is rahat. Modern methods of irrigation. Sprinkler system. It is useful in uneven land. It is very useful for lawns, coffee plantation and several other crops. Drip system. The water falls drop by drop directly near the roots. It is a boon in regions where water availability is poor. Protection from weeds. The undesirable plants that grow with the crops are weeds. They can be controlled by tilling manually with the help of kurpi and by weedicides like 2 and 4D. Harvesting. Cutting of crop after it is mature is called harvesting. It takes 3 to 4 months for a cereal crop to mature. It is done manually by sickle or by a machine called harvester. The separation of grains from the chaff is called threshing. This is carried out by the help of a machine called combine, which is a harvester and thresher. Winnowing. Separation of grain and chaff in a small scale is called winnowing. The storage of grains. Large scale storage of grains are done in silos and granaries to protect them. Farmers store grains in gunny bags or metallic bins. Animal husbandry. Animal husbandry is a branch of agriculture which deals with feeding, shelter, health, and breeding of domestic animals. Thank you.